Hey there, I'm Sarah. Welcome back to the Nook. For this week's workout of the week, we're doing a style that I like to call and then we plank. So we'll warm up, we'll get in some strengthening and some cardio, and then in between every single move, we do some variation of a plank. Let's get warmed up and I'll explain more. We're gonna start with our feet hip distance apart. Start at the top of your body today. Dip your head to one side, ear towards your shoulder, and then bring it middle, over to the other side, and then straight back up to the center. Other direction. Really pressing your shoulders away from your ear as it comes to the side, keeping that nice tall posture, and then back up to the center. So we're gonna bring our palms towards the ceiling. We're gonna go back, back, and then give yourself a quick hug. Back, back. Let that other arm go on top. So as we go through today's movements, do what feels good in your body. I want you to feel challenged, but I want you to also modify when you need to modify and do what works for yourself that showed up today, which might be very different than yesterday, and that's okay. I'm gonna start with a little quad stretch to get into that lower body, keeping that step a little wide, getting into some of those hips. I won't be cueing breaks today because this is a short, quick, like efficient style workout, but get water when you need it. Just try to do it in between moves, not in the center of a plank, obviously, or one of our strength moves. Hamstring sweep. Kick one out, sweep those arms down, around, get a big chest opener, and then switch. Kick the other one out, and back to that first side. As you sweep down, those hips go back. You should feel a big stretch to the back side of your leg. One more each direction. Then we're gonna simply just twist it out. So a little twist, a little tap with that back foot. Let those arms just do what they'll do, no real control. Maybe look over your back shoulder, increase it a little bit more. Then we're gonna dive right in. This first one's gonna be kind of a little bit of an extension of our warm-up. Everything's for time today, so no counting. Just follow along. When we plank, we plank. I'll give you lots of modifications. Let's have a good workout. First one's going to be a squat. So you're gonna squat it down, reach towards the floor. If you have the range of motion, maybe those fingertips even touch, and then come up all the way around with those arms. And then it's right back down into that squat. So I like to call these like a rainbow squat. We get low, and then we rainbow up. Now as you reach towards the floor, don't sacrifice a nice flat back, so we don't want to be hunched over. Those knees are shooting straight in front, and our weight's in our heels when we come down. Less than 10 seconds, you sneak in as many as you can. We're on the floor in 3, 2, 1. First plank, bring it on down. And you're either from your feet, like a traditional plank, or you're in that modification. Either way, those shoulders are over your wrists. Nice straight line from your shoulders to your heels, or your knees to your heels. And you just breathe. And you hold and breathe. And just like that, we're back up on our feet in 3, 2, 1. Come on up to your feet. This time we're going wide. It's a sumo. And reach all the way up tall, maybe even come up on your toes. Sumo low and reach tall. So knees are coming out towards the side. As you reach up, maybe those heels lift. Excellent, so strong. Last 10 seconds, and then you know where we're going. And then we plank. We're gonna be in a forearm plank this second plank through. Down in 3, 2, 1. Line those arms up like the number 11. Once again, you have both options from your feet or from your knees. Pull your belly button into your back. Press through your forearms. Press through all 10 fingers. And then gaze down in between your thumbs. Don't look back. Your body's still there, I promise. I can't see my timer from this angle. Stay where you are. Here it is. Back up in 3, 2, and 1. any side. All 10 toes face the same direction. We side and we balance. We side lunge and we balance. Now you can just do a tap in for that modification, or up the ante and twist. Elbow come into the outside of that knee. Stick into the same side through this entire round. Same thumbs. That hip back like you have a tiny kindergarten chair behind you. And we're back down on the floor in 3, 2, 1. Put your left hand down. Side plank. You're here. Or that bottom knee is down and you're in the modified side plank. Finding a straight line from that bottom wrist all the way to the top one. And this first one we just hold. You can stack your feet. You can stagger them. Like I said, knee down. Last big breath in. And stand it up, other side. Lunge it out the other direction. Push it in for the tap. Or lunge it out, pick it up for the balance. Or level 3, coming up for that twist. So this block with this twist and the balance and then into that side plank, really coming in on your obliques, toning that side body. Make sure you're gonna do the other side plank in 3, 2, and 1. Put that right hand down. Come on up. Same variations. You can do that modification, knee down. You can stagger your feet, or you can stack them. Keeping those hips high, keeping the hip bones and your chest, your shoulders facing the same direction, and then reach up with that top hand. Make it an active arm. You got it. Breathe and squeeze. Back up on our feet in 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. We're doing butt kicks. So from the side, you're here, walking it out, or picking up that cardio and jogging it out. So keeping those knees pointed straight towards the earth, heels coming up towards your glutes, and then keeping your core nice and tight. Gaze straight ahead. Use your arms for a little power, a little momentum. 15 seconds. And then we're gonna be down into a dolphin plank. So think on your forearms in 3, 2, 1. On your forearms, hips go high, lean it forward. Dolphin plank, send it back, lean it forward. Shifting back and forth just for 30 seconds. So those glutes go high and then they squeeze and they come into that perfect plank. Belly's not going to be on the floor. Not resting. Back up in 3, 2, 1. Let's take those knees to the front. High knees. So either it's a little jog, you can march it out, or get that heart rate up for those high knees. Using your arms, swinging them forward, driving those elbows back. Bounce my ponytail right out. Keep it going. Excellent, you got this. This middle part of the workout, that heart rate should be up there. You get into that cardio zone. Ten seconds. We're gonna be down in a reverse plank. So we'll think reverse tabletop for this next one. In 3, 2, join me on the mat. In 1, come on down. Put those fingertips on the earth facing you, and it's here. Reverse that tabletop. Now you can hold here or add a little range of motion to it, little glute tap, press it up. If this is too much on your wrists or your shoulders, do any variation that we've already done. Back up on our feet. Very soon, here it comes. 3, 2, and 1. Chair pose. Sink it low, big toes touch. Sink here, and we hold. If you need to move, it's a tiny pulse. But if not, it's just finding power in that pause. Heart rate will still sneak up, even though we're not jumping around. Can you reach your arms higher? If you have stiff shoulders, widen that V. Can you sink your hips lower? Pull that belly button in towards your spine. And tuck that tailbone slightly, just slightly, not fully. Breathe and squeeze. Think 5 more breaths. You got 15 seconds. Sink low. Yes, you can. You come out, come right back in. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, come down for a plank, and it's a leg lift. So you're here in this plank or the modification, and it's 1 leg lifts, meet the other, 1 leg lifts. You're in full plank, it's here, and it's here. This is our home stretch. We have 1 more up top on our feet, and then 1 more down low, and then we're wrapping this up. You got this. Back up on our feet in 5, sumo squat in 4, 3, 2, 1, stand it up. Same concept as we did in that chair, sink it down for that sumo. And if you need to move, it's a tiny pulse. If not, hold those hands at the heart, lean it back, find the posture, and then sink a little lower. And hands at the heart, lean it back, sink it a little bit lower. And of course, breathe. Our last plank series on the floor is going to be a complex. We're going to go through a bunch of different ones. So listen for the cue. We'll start in a regular plank. You got 15 seconds. Join me a tiny bit lower. Focus on your breath. Bring those shoulders back. And we're on the floor in 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way down. Traditional plank. Not for that long. So find, if you can be on your feet, be on your feet. Now focus on that left hand. Turn it up. Left hand down, right arm up. Side plank. Turn it down, regular plank. Hold in the center. Modify only if you absolutely need to. This is our home stretch. You're almost done. Focus on that right hand. Turn it, press it right. Left hand goes high. Find the side plank. You'll notice in these I'm keeping my feet staggered just so it's an easier transition. Drop it down, full plank. Last 30 seconds. Can you press up through all 10 fingers? Can you kind of round through the top of your back? Can you squeeze your glutes? And power up through those legs so those heels are really driving backwards. You got 10 seconds. You showed up for a reason. Finish it strong. On our feet in 3, 2, 1. stand it up. High like a down dog after those. Walk those feet to meet those hands. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Take one big inhale together. Hands press to the top. Bring it down to heart center. As always, thank yourself for showing up, and thanks for joining me in that workout of the week. I'll be back next week with a yoga practice, similar series, usually around 20 minutes. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you soon.